KKGO HD1 Los Angeles, Orange, and Riverside counties.
One thing the country has is a family feeling.
Also on the iHeartRadio app.
It's amazing.
But it really is a special.
And streaming worldwide at GoCountry105.com. We are Go Country 105.
The following recorded program is a paid advertisement by Brunch with Peter Dills. We offer this program as a service to our listeners. This station and its management do not endorse or object to the information, views, or opinions discussed in the program.
Now, live, the king of cuisine, Peter Dills. Another restaurant show, right? No! It's Peter Dills, the king of cuisine.
Hey everybody, good morning. It's Peter Dills, Go Country 105. I hope you're up and at 'em, and thank you for joining us. We're here each and every Sunday morning right here on Go Country 105. It's no secret, we've had to take the show on the road. I think this is our fourth week that we've been non-studio. And today, believe it or not, Go Country fans, I am in my home of Pasadena.
And you let me in, and that was the
Turtle's here.
craziest part.
So we're going to have a good show today. It's just the Turtle and I, and I think it's going to be a fun show. We're going to do some cooking turtle this morning. No, we're not cooking turtle this morning. We are cooking this morning. I've got some recipes. We've got simple cooking tips, number one. I've got a Caesar salad recipe. I've also got beef stroganoff. And I just have a plethora of stuff to do for you to listen to. All right, it's going to be a little bit different today. And the reason why it's a little bit different today is because we all know what's going on out there in the world. All right?
Yeah, the COVID.
The COVID. So we're not able to get to as many restaurants as we would like. So I thought to myself, what do the listeners want? They want some recipes. They're stuck at home.
Cooking at home is been a great time for everybody. Everybody's discovering their inner chef.
I've discovered my inner chef, and you were kind enough before we even started the program this morning to say to me, hey, do more Instagram videos. You're really digging those Instagram videos.
Can I tell you something? You just did an Instagram about you were at... You were shopping and you found gin.
Yeah.
Tinkering.
$16 at Vaughn's.
I tried to go and it was like already sold out.
Was it really?
Yeah.
Because it's still...
I love gin.
It's on sale all the way up until July 21st. It's a 1.7 liter. Vaughn's is not a sponsor. Tanqueray is not a sponsor. Trust me, but $16. Plus I had the scan coupon for two. And if you follow me on Facebook and Twitter and Instagram, you should, because that's the best way to get a hold of me.
And you got those deals too.
You get me excited. You get me really excited, okay? Because when I saved that when I got $16,
I would have bought two.
I should have bought two.
One for me, come on, Peter.
When I go to a restaurant and I order a martini, especially when you're ordering Tanqueray, it comes out to about $16, including tip, for a martini. And I figured it out. I'm making martinis for about $1.50. Isn't that crazy?
You can't beat that. Are you tipping yourself though?
Right? No, I'm tipping myself because
You're getting tipped.
I'm getting tipped because all right, we got a good show today. We're gonna have 4 segments. It's just gonna be totally like I said, live from my house. It's early in the morning. It's about 8:05. Looking outside, I can see it's gonna be a warm day. Maybe 75 degrees. Approach this because the Pasadena is going to be about 100 degrees today. However, depending on where you are, or something funny like that.
And you probably have air conditioning, which, by the way, Peter, thank you.
Yeah.
I don't have air conditioning. I don't have air conditioning right here.
It's not bad in here. But today, July 12th, is National Pecan Pie Day. So I'm going to give you some pie facts. Are you guys ready? Are you ready?
Yeah.
Approximately $700 million in pies. That's approximately 186 million pies are sold in grocery stores.
And what pie is your go-to pie?
Oh, it's an apple pie. See, there's a difference between pie and cakes. Like, a Boston cream pie is a tape. It's not even a pie.
But pie is in the name, Peter.
But it's not a pie.
Is that one of those marketing gimmicks?
Yes. More than one-third of Americans have eaten pie and bread. That's surprising. Pie is not always America's favorite dessert. In the 19th century, fruit pies were a common breakfast food eaten before the start of the day. Pumpkin pie was first introduced to a holiday table at the Pilgrims' second Thanksgiving in 1623. Well, what did they do at 1623?
They probably just got whipped cream. And they're like, what can we do with this whipped cream? When the next year, pie, pumpkin pie.
I went on this cowhand.com, and I wanted to see what other people are doing in the food business for podcasts. And it seems that the cooking shows with a little bit of the humor work best. So that's what we're going to try to do today. We're going to try to entertain you, but also get some knowledge. I've been doing radio for 13 I've been doing radio for 13 years now, and I always tell people, hey, make sure you use a pen and paper because we're going to give you some really good stuff here on Go Country 105. So you've got your pen and paper ready because we're going to be able to take notes. And we have a website, guidingwithghosts.com, and the Instagram stuff that I do, and the Twitter automatically feeds for that, okay? So those videos that I'm talking about, even if you don't have access to YouTube or Twitter or Instagram, it automatically is feeded. Feeded? Is that a word?
Yeah.
Fed.
You're feeding everybody knowledge and digital content.
Got an email, a couple emails today or this week, and it said, hey, look, how come you're not giving out the phone number as often as you used to? Well, Go Country fans, we're not in the studio. But I've been talking to Turtle about it. There is a way that we probably could record some of you if you had some kind of questions. That might be a good thing. Like, Turtle on the street, maybe go out and ask some people some questions or record them, and then we could play them on the show, and then we could answer the questions on the show.
By next week, I will have a voicemail line.
Okay.
Set up for us.
Okay.
And people can dial that number, and then we can get to their voicemails. How about that?
That sounds like a good idea. Voicemail, like, who used to do that? Like the Helpful Honda guy. That's like, they record that, and then they play it later on, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
We're the helpful cooking guys. Or me. You.
Can I just be the helpful drinking guy? You can cook all you want, Peter. I'm going to drink all the beer.
Well, for those who are watching on Instagram and Facebook, you can see my shirt says Drinking with Dills. Hey, you got that little Russian music? Is it?
Give me 1 second. I left my passport, but let me see if I can...
Okay, so here's some news from Columbo's out in Eagle Rock. Columbo's! We did the show there from about 2 or 3 months.
Is that going to take the Russian music?
No, but I was just going to mention Columbo's patio is open, and they've enlarged the area. So don't worry if you are a Columbo's fan. They are open. How's that?
You know what? That was another thing I forgot to mention. Other when we did the live show there, their inside was amazing. They did a really great job of making you feel safe. But their outside, we forgot to mention that they have a wonderful outside as well. So they have you covered there, and they make a great drink.
And they make a killer martini. My friend Julie is the bartender.
I got the music queued up.
Okay, go ahead. Let's see if we can. Okay, go ahead. Play it.
It's using the internet.
Oh, okay. So this week, friends, is National Caviar Day. All right.
I love caviar.
Love caviar. Now, if you can't afford caviar, I have another way for you to celebrate National Caviar Day. Now, we know that the best caviar comes from the Caspian Sea because the water there is it's sturgeon. It's the fish that they get the caviar from. Sturgeon. That's another trivia question that we'll use a little bit later. But the best vodka is Beluga vodka, and that also comes from Russia. All right? So if you can't afford the caviar, go ahead and pick up a bottle of the Beluga Beluga vodka. For those of you that are watching,
You already picked up a bottle.
I already picked up a bottle at Vaughn's. It's in the $20 range. There it is. There it is. Oops, there it is. It's called Beluga
It's
vodka.
about to be done in a second.
Go. No.
Do you have any mixers here, Peter?
Oh, I got a lot of stuff.
Maybe next break we could make something with that.
No, because we need to keep our wits about us. It's Peter Dills. It's Go Country 105. We're calling it the Food Report, and we're going to concentrate today on some recipes. I already mentioned that today was National Pecan Day, and this week is, I think it's Tuesday. Tuesday is National Caviar Day. Okay. Yeah, that's right. July 18th is National Caviar Day. Let's before we go to break, let's talk about caviar just a little bit. True caviar comes from the icy waters of the Caspian Sea, where the environment is most conducive to producing the finest sturgeon. I've already mentioned all that stuff.
You mentioned sturgeon. That was a nice word.
Yeah.
So it's not like champagne where it has to come from the region of Sturgenia.
You know, that's a good question, because I guess if it's not sturgeon and if it's not from the Caspian Sea, it's just fish eggs, basically.
So fish eggs does not have a nice sound as caviar.
Yes, sir. Can I have some fish eggs? The best way to get a hold of me is peter@diningwithdills.com. peter@diningwithdills.com. We take your emails very seriously, and I try to reply to everybody that sends me an email. And you want to know why we haven't been taking phone calls is because we don't have the phone line. But we're going to figure out a way where you can leave us a message, and that way we can get back to you, or even come on the air and talk about whatever it is that you want, the questions that you have.
Yeah, that'd be great.
But let's be real here for a second. The real reason, no, that's not true.
Well, I was being completely fake. So
Part of the reason that people listen in is because they want to win stuff, all right?
Oh, yeah.
So I have to get back into the tune of giving away stuff here on Go Country 105 on Sunday mornings, because that makes it fun. That's the only thing I miss about doing the show in the studio I love taking those phone calls, because sometimes you, the listener, crack me up, right? They're great. They're great. You guys are great. And thanks for listening to Go Country 105. I know it's early in the morning. Better news at 9 o'clock. The lovely Lori Allen is here playing country's greatest hits. And before we go to break, I know you said, Peter, you didn't even finish up on your caviar story. Today, with the sturgeon facing extinction, caviar will remain a delicacy and very expensive. Turtle, have you ever had caviar?
No.
You put it on, it's like little black eggs, and you put it on usually crackers, and it's very salty.
Like a Ritz cracker?
No, okay, you could do that, but it's very salty and very good, and I don't get it. I'd rather have a crab leg than some caviar.
It probably goes good with that vodka that you've got.
Oh, yes, I do. I got the Beluga. Did you notice it's the same name? It's Beluga Caviar or Beluga vodka, and that's a sturgeon right there.
Oh, wow.
That is what a sturgeon looks like. Okay? Caviar is full of proteins, vitamins, low in calories, and thus is a complete meal by itself. Caviar, this is one of those I didn't know. Caviar is being given to patients after surgery to aid for their recovery.
What kind of people are getting this? Like, that's funny. What hospital is giving out caviar?
A hospital